There's a word you use constantly, probably dozens of times a day, without ever really thinking about it. And the crazy thing is, it's so fundamental to how we speak that it's practically invisible. It's like this silent giant, shaping our sentences from behind the scenes, and we barely even notice it's there.
Okay, so get this. What if I told you that this invisible word is the second most frequent word in the entire English language? Seriously, number 2. Think about all the words we use, in conversation, in books, magazines, you name it, and this is the one that's right near the top. It's absolutely everywhere.
So what is it? The word is be. Yeah, I know. It might feel a little anticlimactic, right? Be. That's it. But hold on. Its simplicity is actually a disguise for its incredible power. This little word is one of the deepest, most fundamental pieces of our language.
And that's the real mystery we're going to unpack. If it's so simple, why is it so incredibly common? I mean, why is it everywhere? Well, the answer reveals something really profound about how we describe reality itself.
Okay, so to figure this out, the first thing we have to get is that be isn't your typical verb. It's way more than just an action word. In fact, it doesn't really behave like most other verbs at all.
See, when I say verb, your mind probably jumps to things like run, write, build, right? They're all about doing something. But be is totally different. Think about a sentence like, I am tired, or she is a doctor. Nobody's doing anything physical there. Be is acting more like an equal sign, or a bridge. It's just connecting a person to how they're feeling or what they are. It's a verb of relation, not action.
All right, so if it's not about action, what is its job? Well, a great way to figure that out is to look at the company it keeps. You can tell a lot about a word by the other words it hangs out with. In linguistics, they call these collocates, but you can just think of them as its best friends.
Because a word like be is so common, it feels kind of abstract, But when you look at the words that are always clustering around it, its buddies, suddenly its true purpose starts to emerge. Patterns just pop right out.
And here are some of its closest pals. Just look at them. Able, aware, afraid, but also always, never, even there. See a pattern? A lot of these are about states of being, feelings, possibilities. This list right here, this is our treasure map. It's going to show us what this tiny word is really doing.
So now, let's start grouping these friends together. When we do that, we start revealing the hidden connections. We can see the main jobs that the verb be gets hired for in our language. And it turns out there are really 3 big ones.
Okay, so the first big pattern is all about condition. Look at those words. Able, aware, afraid, sure. They all describe a state or a quality of something. So when we say, for example, someone is afraid, the verb be, in this case, is the glue. It's what attaches that person to that feeling, to that condition. Now, remember that word there? That one's a huge clue. Its close friendship with be points to one of the verb's most basic, fundamental jobs, just stating that something exists. When we say there is a problem, we're literally using be to say this problem exists. We're making it real inside the sentence.
And the third big job? Establishing identity. I mentioned before that it's like the equal sign of language, and this is where you really see it. When you say she is a doctor, you're using be as that bridge, that equal sign, to connect her to her role, to her definition. So let's put it all together. You've got condition, existence, and identity. When you see all that, you realize be isn't just some random verb. It's the structural backbone of how we even describe the world around us.
Here's the key takeaway. Most verbs tell you what someone does. Be tells you what something is. It tells you what condition it's in, or if it even exists at all. That's its whole game. And that's why it's everywhere. It's the engine of description.
So it's really easy to think of be as a weak or boring word, but that's just totally wrong. The fact that it's so incredibly common isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of its power. It's one of the deepest organizing tools we have in English.
So if you want to remember it, just think of these 3 things. The verb be lets us say what exists, what something is, and what state it's in. And when you think about it, that covers a huge amount of what we need to talk about every day.
And once you see it this way, it totally reframes this little word. It's not just grammar anymore. You could almost call it the verb of reality. It's the tool we use to build our world out of words.
Because ultimately, be is how we turn the world into statements. It's the main tool we use to say, this is a fact. It's how we talk about existence, identity, and what condition things are in. It's the engine of just stating things. Without it, trying to describe reality would be almost impossible. Which kind of leaves you with a really cool question, doesn't it? If a simple, invisible word like be has this much power to shape our sentences and our thoughts, what other invisible giants are out there? What other words are hiding in plain sight, quietly shaping the way we see the world every single day?